So today we will be going through the Tower Light plugin demo on Jetson Nano device. The Tower Light plugin is designed to manage the tower lights using the GPIO board on a Jetson device. It provides functionality to control the tower lights red, yellow, and green through MQTT messages as transmission. And additionally, it utilizes Docker to facilitate development and deployment. Now let's go. I've already connected through SSH to a Jetson device via VS Code. Now I will go ahead and open the folder uh, to the repository in the documents to the Tower Light. Now, as I've already mentioned, it uses MQTT messages for transmission, utilizes Docker for development and deployment. This is the general overview of the contents of the repository. The main things of the repository is in its plugin, where you can first let's go through the Docker Compose file. It has two services, mainly Tower Light Worker and Mosquito MQTT server. Tower Light Worker is basically a worker that um, turns on and off the light depending on the MQTT messages, and Mosquito MQTT service is running on the port 1883 on the local Jetson device to be accepting or sending messages through MQTT. Then let's go through the Tower Light actual code for the Tower Light, where there's a class called Tower Light which initializes different pins on the uh, GPIO board for green, yellow, and red lights on the Tower Light. And then there are different functions, on connect and on message, which you can use to send messages and receive message from MQTT to manage the tower lights. Then there are three different topics for red, yellow, and green, which you can subscribe to manage the lights by itself. And the main things here are the three different pins to remember on the GPIO board, which you have to mention here to to manage the lights through MQTT. Then the Docker file here, just installing a slimmer version of Python, installing the requirements.txt file, and adding the part to the plugin here, and then just starting the service called towerlight.py. The use cases here for the tower light can be, for example, a refrigeration unit. You can connect the tower light to the different sensors of the refrigeration unit. Also on a shop floor, for example, if something goes wrong, you know, like uh, there can be a machine learning model which is running an inference, and if something goes wrong, like if, for example, the temperature is going off the bound for a machine, it can send a message um, uh, to the Mosquito MQTT server which is running to turn the lights on for the operator to go look. So these are some example use cases. For the demo, I have created a test script which will turn on and off the light for every, like, turn on the light, keep the light on for 10 seconds, and turn off the light. And it goes and turns on red, yellow, and green in the sequence. So first we'll have to keep this, like, turn on the service using the Docker commands within the repository. For that, you can do that Docker compose -f Docker compose plugin up build. So I think the service was already running. So first we will turn off the Docker service and then restart it. So for that, let's use down first and then restart. So it's building the environment. Now it says it's started and it's listening on port 1883. Then to test out the implementation, we will use a test script which is in the plugin folder in the same repository. So just opening a new terminal on the side and uh, changing the directory to the plugin and then running the Python script to test. I will also bring the tower light into the camera so that when we run the test scripts, you can see it turn on and off sequentially. Now let's just go and run the test script. So we are already in the plugin folder. Let's just run the test scripts. Now you can see the red light turn on. It will stay on for 10 seconds and then turn off, and then the yellow will turn on for another 10 seconds sequentially. Yellow light is a bit low, so you might not be able to see in the video, but it's turning on. And then after 10 seconds, you'll have the green light, which will turn on for 10 seconds. You can also see the logs where the MQTT messages are being sent and it subscribes to what topic. So I think, yeah, this was it for the demo. Reach out to me if you have any questions or concerns.